Hello everyone, welcome back to Kadic Reviews. I am Slash Arbiter, aka Dr. Spartan, aka whatever the hell you want to call me. And let me just start by saying that I didn't expect to be hearing Z.3 at any point in my life because, you know, a few months ago, at one point, it was announced that the album was canceled. And that kind of hit me in the heart because of all the projects, that Benn has done and that have been on Heart Records, the Z series has always been my favorite throughout the years. I mean, that's what got me into Benn to begin with, besides, just the general play the game videos. But it really, truly, the musical side of things, it all started with the Z series, back when it was still being adapted for COD. And to see it culminate now in his original story, and to see this nearly all the way through, it's something special. This series of albums is absolutely something special. And I know this is supposed to be a review of Z.3, but I just have to get that on the table that I have yet to encounter a series of 3 albums straight like this that has pulled me in and bent me backwards and fucked with my heart and my head in the best ways possible. Benn absolutely knows what he's doing. So, let's just go through the album, and give our opinions. And this will be a little bit spoilery, so I will say that. So, track 1, Just Like You. Longtime fans of Benn will have noticed the line is something from the track formerly known as Avogadro, which that was a track that I was looking forward to seeing and had a feeling that this is what the song was going to be, and it was. And let me just say, Just Like You blows Avogadro out of the fucking water. Just the redone guitars and the extra instruments and everything, just it makes it such a fucking great track, and it just works so well. I know, I guess I'm Todd Howard now because it just works. Cold Dead Crows the Third continues the saga of the Cold Dead Crows tracks, which was, a nice ongoing theme within the within the albums. Um, and then Down was a overhaul of the track formerly known as Take Me Down, and it's very different in a lot of ways, but somehow, I'm not even going to say somehow, I just like this version a lot better. Again, the guitars are much, more refined, and the sound is much better. And then we move on to a track called Deathbed, and I think the only way I can describe this is that there are bugs in my brain, and they're giving me chills. I can't say anything different at all about Deathbed. You just have to hear Deathbed to understand. Then the Hillside, just absolute fucking banger. Absolutely. Um, I don't, I don't remember Wendigo that well yet. Um, Obviously, I liked the entire album as a whole. I can tell you that much. But given that I'm recording right now, I can't listen to this one to remember which one it is. which is kind of embarrassing in the middle of a review, but then we move on to Light, which I didn't expect this to be on this album at all. I didn't know what this track was going to be, but again, and this is a pretty big spoiler, just to let everyone know. So if you don't want to know, I would fast forward about 30 seconds. Um, Light is a song formerly known from the Extinction series. The Extinction album known as Light Shines Through. I didn't expect it to be that, but I'm so glad it was because now I want to go fucking throw down to some Light Shines Through and some Extinction again. This version blew me away. So, then we get another story segment, and that's about when things start playing with your head. There's story segments throughout the whole album that I've kind of just been skipping over because, as far as the story, I don't really want to spoil anything. It's just the tracks themselves that it's like I kind of have to. But then we get to I Baphomet, which is the first single from this album, and this is the song that kind of made me think, okay, Z.3 is going to be something really fucking good. This is going to be something extremely special, and yeah, it still is. Um, and then we move on to Murder, which 30-second spoiler warning, so go ahead and skip about 30 seconds ahead if you want to miss this spoiler. Okay, so Murder has completely changed from its Zombies 3 counterpoint or counterpart, and for the better. This time around, we're getting a soft ballady version that fits the motif of the story. Which, to find that out, you'll just have to listen to the album. But it's just so good. It just fucked me up. And then the last two tracks are just complete. After the last story segment, the last two tracks are just there to fuck you up. One brought the baseball bat and one brought the 2x4, and they're just beating your heart the fuck up. Completely. With no mercy whatsoever. And the ending is, well, it's something alright. And then, of course, there's Pinball Wizard, but, we won't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. But I was waiting pretty much all year for this album. And to finally have it materialized and realized and in my hands, metaphorically speaking, really just, on my computer, on my phone, to have this in my possession in one way or another is fucking one of the best feelings. And for it to live up to its hype, and not only that, but to blow it away, to blow its own hype out of the water and be such a wonderful just piece of art is absolutely spectacular. And I wish I could listen to this for the first time again and just freak out the way that I did at the listening party. So, without further ado, I give Z.3 by Benn a 10 out of 10. This is quite possibly, and I don't even think it's quite possibly, this is my album of the year. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is my favorite of the year. Thank you for watching.